Hi everyone, my name is Angel Anderson, the ingenious problem solver, and today I am going to solve your video production problems right now because we have Matthew Peters. Matthew is an expert on video production, and the reason I invited Matthew today is because I just finished his new mobile video training, and I have to say it's information that every business owners, every marketer needs to have. Is I have to admit, I didn't finish all the training at once. I had to block it in sections because right now I'm booked all the way through the end of October. So when I logged on to the members area, I was surprised how he organized the training, how Matthew split the areas in chunks that are not fluff. They are not things that you really don't need because, like I said, I'm busy, so I need things that make my business better, that help me simplify and take action and deliver, come up with my content faster, regardless if it's a training video for my clients, for my students, or a sales presentation or a sales video, regardless of what it is. And that's why I invited Matthew, because I know the information he's going to share with us today you are going to love. But before we bring Matthew I'm going to answer a question at the end of this question at the end of the interview. The question is, when you need to know how to create stunning videos for your business, for your website, who you turn to? So that question we're going to answer at the end of the interview today. And I want to give you, before Matthew says anything, I know I'm talking, I'm rambling. Once I did a seminar in March, April here in Las Vegas, and I started at 9 a.m. And at 2 p.m., somebody said, Angel, we haven't eaten lunch. I was talking from 9 until 2 nonstop. So, yes, I can talk. Like I said, I want to give you a little bit of history because I first noticed Matthew back in 2009. I believe it was in the big seminar. I think he was competing for the Better Your Best contest. And I noticed his determination to succeed in everything he did. And like I said, his training program is just amazing. The new mobile video training program is just amazing. And let's face it, video is the way that you need to transmit, you need to communicate your message today. Like, it really doesn't matter if it's training, customer support, product demonstration, sales video. You need to use videos today. So let's welcome Matthew. Let's give him an applause. And how are you doing, Matthew?
Hey, thank you so much, Angel, for having me on. I'm doing great.
Matthew, just standard intro. Can you tell me a little bit about you, so my audience, the people who are watching this video, this interview, they don't know you. They know a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, you bet. Well, I've been in video production for 20 years, and during that time, I've used all kinds of equipment, really high-end equipment, $100,000 film cameras, and lights, just you name it. A lot of the big equipment. And when I went into video production for marketing, I started using that same equipment. And what I found was it just took a really long time. It was very expensive, and I knew there needed to be a better way. And through trial and error of my own, I had to kind of reteach myself how to use mobile video technology to make my videos, my marketing videos, save a lot of time, cut out all the fluff, and what I do is I teach people who are non-techies how to use mobile video technology like iPhones, iPads, Android, smartphones, and webcams. Teach them how to create their content videos, their marketing videos, training videos, video blogging, all that stuff. And I try to make it really simple for them in bite-sized chunks.
Bite-sized chunks.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I like about the way you organize it, because you can consume it. You actually even can download it and view it on your tablet, and you're not forced to be in a specific location. And I have to admit one more thing. I was hesitant because I purchased I have video cameras. I have a few video cameras, and when you say use your iTouch, your iPod,
Mm.
your Android phone to deliver these amazing videos, I was like, should I do it? But I gave it a shot, and they're amazing. And I'm always with my smartphone. I'm always
Mhm.
with my smartphone, and I can just record, save it to Dropbox, save it to YouTube, save it anywhere, and or edit it. I hopefully my wife don't see this, but she drives and I edit my videos, and then I publish it, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm working, but you're driving. It's that's like my downtime. So hopefully she doesn't watch this video because she's gonna make me drive from now on. So how did you get started in mobile video production? Because you said you did high end video, but when was the day you said I have to go to mobile?
That would have been, I've been in video production for 20 years, and about a year and a half ago, my wife and I decided to write a book. And so I became an author, which was very new for me, and I had to go in front of a camera. And so imagine trying to set up high-end, video equipment and the lights and everything, and then hitting record, checking the settings, and running in front of the camera, trying to do my on-camera performance, then going back and stopping it. My first marketing video I did for my book was it took me about 20 hours. I was recording it, putting it, downloading it to my computer, editing with very expensive software, doing all these fly-ins and everything, and then uploading it to the internet and getting on my website. It took me 20 hours. And it was right then I realized I can't do another marketing video like this. I don't have the time. And I think that's a lot of entrepreneurs and small business owners run into that. It's like, I just don't have time to do video. And just before I was doing that, the iPhone 4 came out, and that was the first with HD video. I was like, this is a phone, this is not going to have decent video on it. It's going to be a pinhole camera. It's just going to be blurry. It's not going to be sharp. And so what it is like, I'm going to buy the iPhone. So I bought the iPhone. I started shooting some video, and my first video, I took about maybe 5 or 6 takes. So that still wasn't very good in front of the camera. And that last take, I said, this is good enough. What I did was I trimmed the ends, the beginning and the end, and I uploaded it to YouTube and put it onto my website. And the first video, like I said, took 20 hours. The second video took me about 30 minutes. So it wasn't as flashy, granted, but when I put the quality of the $4,000 video camera with the iPhone and you compress it to play back on the web, you really couldn't tell the difference. And that's when I was sold. It's like, I'm not going back to the $4,000 video camera anymore.
You say 20 hours to 30 hours. That including editing time?
Yes, that's so 20 hours of those. That was from recording it to putting it online. Yeah.
Something that you say often is the one take shots, and I thought I was the only one that just stand in the camera and just did the script or the whatever I was gonna say in one take and just edit the front and the end, and I was like, this is the way to go, especially when you repeat it. It just makes so much sense. Let me ask you, how long did it take you from when you started to where you are right now? And what would you say to people that have tried video in the past, regardless for what it is or what type of business, training or sales, and they're frustrated because of time, complexity of technology? What would you say to those people?
Well, to get where I am right now, really, I think it took me longer because I had to relearn. I had to try not to be perfect, and I think that's what a lot of people do, is they may have shot some videos in the past where they felt like they looked a little goofy on camera, they stuttered, or they didn't look perfect, they didn't look like the celebrities, so they feel like they can't be on camera. For me, it probably took me about a month or so to relearn. It's like, okay, I'm not going to rent really expensive lights. I'm not going to use the fancy cameras anymore. I'm going to go with these $120 softbox lights. I'm going to use a $25 microphone. I'm going to practice what I teach people. And I just simplified it all down. And it's like, if it takes me 5 takes to do a video and I use that last one, you're still going to save so much more time than saying, I'm just going to shoot bits and pieces and then edit it all together. So as far as just starting out, just get comfortable in front of the camera. You've got to figure your first 10 or so takes of being on camera, for the first time, you're going to screw up. You haven't solidified your message yet, so you're still learning that too. If you are strong in your message and you know who you're talking to and you know yourself, when you speak on camera, you're going to do a lot better than if you're just kind of stumbling through it and hoping that everything just turns out right just because you've got a nice camera.
If you see me looking down, it's because I'm taking notes. I am a student. I study every day, and I know Matthew has much more to teach me, and I'm going to learn from him a lot more. And I'm looking here. I got a few questions that I want to ask him. But you say perfect. Do you believe it's such thing as a perfect video?
um, yes, there are people who do perfect videos, but the problem with perfect is it's not relatable. So if I come on and I'm the expert on, let's say, I'm a chiropractor or I'm a florist or something like that, and I come on with a perfect video, there's you're it's kind of a you
Disconnect.
mix. Yeah, there's a disconnect because it's like I'm personal and I'm want to share my message with you, but now I'm being really professional, and it seems like a commercial. And so what people want to do is they want to do business with people, not with a Fortune 500 company, not with your brick and mortar store. They want to do business with you, and if you can get your personality across, you may, like right now, I'm not practicing all. I haven't practiced all the stuff, so I'm just kind of going through it. You're seeing my personality. This is me, and once you get that into your head that you don't have to be perfect, just put your best self forward. That's really what you want to do.
Personality. I will tell anybody that is viewing this interview, I have a thick accent. And if you didn't know, I came to the United States. I'm from Puerto Rico. Yes, yo soy boricua. And my first language is Spanish. And when I came to the States because of the Air Force, I didn't speak English. I don't watch Spanish TV. I don't listen to Spanish music. And I still have a thick accent. And if I'm not afraid to be in front of video, why should you? Just bring your personality. And with that said, I want to ask you something. I want to ask you two more things before we move to the next
Yeah.
question. Do you script? And you advise people to use scripts?
That's a good question. So for like if I'm doing a sales video,
Yeah.
I script it and I edit that. I'm trying to get away from that because I'm really bad at teleprompter. And writing up the teleprompter, reading the teleprompter, it's just I'm not comfortable with it. I've practiced it and stuff. Some people are really good at it, and I think it's a good skill to have. What I like to do is go off of bullet points. So what I do is right underneath the lens of my iPhone, I clip in, here are the points you make sure you cover. And that works a lot better for me. It's a lot better flow than doing word for word with what some copywriter writes for me.
You see, I don't use teleprompter and I don't use bullet points. I just wing it. I know the title, I know what I want to say, and I do the one take shots. But will you advise me if I want to, if I'm new or I want to get better, should I try to use bullet points or script, or I just keep speaking from the heart, from what I know the message should be, and I just maybe do the one take shot until I feel comfortable that that's the shot that I want to produce.
You know what I do is for someone just starting out, talk about the thing you're most familiar with, the most passionate about. Just talk about it. And then when you watch it back, if you feel like, oh, it's kind of rambling, then go ahead and put some bullet points in it. If you're going to do something really polished like a sales video or something, that's what I would maybe work on a script. But if you start off with scripting, it's going to be painful. It's an art, definitely, to be able to read a script and make it seem like you're everything sincere. You may have written it with all sincerity, but just the hint of people seeing you do this, and then you just broke their confidence. You broke the personal, touch.
Yes. Now this one is a personal question. Like I said, I'm not making excuses today.
Okay.
I don't make excuses, period. But like I said, I learned the language. I learned English when I joined the Air Force, and it was around a group of maintainers, aircraft mechanics, and it's a lot of bad words in the just typical. It's just you can't avoid it. So I say bad words in English, but in Spanish, you don't hear me saying bad words. It's not the way I was raised. But when I speak in English, should I just don't say it in Spanish because it's not my personality, and maybe say F this or something like that in English because it's the way I am, or should I just try to be a little bit more professional but still be me? What's your opinion?
So if you're saying you're just recording, you're free flowing, you're just doing your personality video. I know people like Frank Kern. If you see him on stage, if you go through some of his training videos, he can swear like a sailor. But when he is not doing, or if he's doing a sales video, he just keeps it really clean because he's not sure exactly who the end person is going to be seeing that. And you don't want to offend people. You don't want to change your personality so much that you're somebody that you're not, but then you just want to just appeal to the most people as possible within that niche. So I would say, if people know you, if you're going to be speaking live like you do and doing your trainings, and that's just part of your personality, that makes sense. But like your sales and opt-in videos, that can turn people off, right before they even get to know you.
It makes sense. So I said I can do it. Let me ask you, who can produce videos? It has to be somebody very technical. It has to be a specific age or gender. Who can produce videos?
It comes down to your desire. If you desire to make marketing videos, you know that, I've got this iPhone. Let's just try it. Try starting some videos with your iPhone. There's some simple things you can do. Learn some simple techniques, and you can start producing really high quality videos. It really is for anybody. And a lot of times people will say, well, I'm not technical, or I don't have a HD video camera. I mean, the excuses are becoming less and less. I mean, you can get a webcam for $50. It's high definition. You can record right to your computer, right to the web, and you don't have those excuses. So the technology has gone from being extremely complicated with cameras with 10 settings on them before you hit record to the flip changed everything by hitting you just have that one button. Autofocus, auto lighting, everything, just hit record. So there really isn't any excuses. Anybody can do this. And if you're a business owner, I would say you've got to be doing this because your competition is doing this, or they're about to start doing this. Professional video companies are going to be losing lots of money as people learn these techniques because they're realizing the $8,000, $10,000 video that someone's going to make for you, you could get 90+% of what they could get for you with your iPhone for free.
I know we're gonna get a lot of hate comments. We hesitated there for a second. We're gonna be like, the comparison is not the same. I have seen video, side-by-side video from SLRs, from really expensive Canons to the iPhones, and on the web, you can really, unless you are actually doing the blur effects, you can actually really tell the difference on the web, which it's like you said, video guys, unless they produce amazing services, really done for you services, they're gonna go out of business. One more question before I ask you. I'm looking at my questions here, but I wanted to ask you formats, because for a let's say I'm going to do a product demo about this pencil. It's simple. I talk about the features and benefits, and I'm going to write. But on the sales videos, do you have a format, maybe like you said, like Frank Kern says, or John Carlton, this is what I got, this is what it's going to do for you, this is what I want you to do next. Do you have a specific format that you follow?
For doing product demonstrations?
No, product sales. For products demos, it's easy. Anybody can just record, and every business owner should be demoing each product. I think that's going to be the simplest video they can deliver today, and start uploading them to the social medias, and this is what I got today, come and check it out, or educating the customer about the product. But when it comes to sales, it's a whole different ball game. Do you have a specific format that you follow?
Yes and no.
A secret.
Well, it's not a secret. Really, the thing is, I don't feel that I'm a salesman per se. What I do is I just, like you said, you educate people. You need to know what your client wants, what your end user wants. Not what they need, what they want. You sell them what they want, give them what they need. And one of the ways you do that is what you said, is through demonstrating the benefits, not the features, but the benefits of what it is that they want and what your product does for them, and how your product is unique over your competition. And it personality goes a long way. There are people who are, do similar services to me, do similar service to other people, but they want to do business with a personality. And the funny thing is, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but you do all these videos and people see you in the videos, and then when they see you in person, it's like you're almost like a celebrity because they've seen you in 10, 20 videos. And really, not to skirt the issue, but the sales, I like to kind of step back, with sales. I don't step forward with my sales. That's kind of my approach is to just let it happen. And my conversion is really good when I become more focused. Yeah, yeah. But when I try to be salesy, it's like, okay, so and so, here's their format. I just feel like I'm forcing myself into, I got to hit these bullet points to make a sale. So there is something to be said about that, saying you got to hit these points. You got to hit the objections. What are their most common objections? What are your benefits? And you need to ask for the sale. But really, I keep it a lot looser than that.
So before I ask you, you say something about the secret. Before I ask you about the secret, for somebody that hasn't, a business person that is busy is going to flip the iPhone, the Android, and is going to say something. Educate the customer, educate the market. That's what you're saying. Talk about the objections, warrant, money back guarantee, anything what the objection might be, and then don't be afraid to ask for the sale. That's pretty much, in a nutshell, what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You say wants and needs, something that not a lot of people know. Actually, I don't think nobody in our circle, our groups, the ones that we associate, knows that I'm almost done in my second BA, which is in marketing, public relationship and marketing. And when you say wants and needs, I just had to take a note because I always, about 2 classes back, it was a controversy on if marketers can create wants and needs. And I say, of course they can. They can create wants and needs. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. You can, a marketer, if they know what they're doing, they can create the want, because depending on how you set up, as it's, you're pulling back from them. There's marketers, I watch their videos, it's like, I'm not quite sure what they're selling, but I want it. You probably know these guys too. It's like, if this guy's doing it, it's got to be good.
Yes.
And that's part of that reputation they build, and that's how you build a reputation of trust. It's like your favorite band. Whatever your favorite band is, when their next album comes out, you're just going to buy it. You haven't heard any of the songs on it. It's a trust you've built over time. And so, the trying to get the quick sale with your first product and stuff, I think this is just my personal opinion, I think that's kind of dying out because people are really looking now to someone they can trust and they can grow with. If there's a one-off product, I don't know this guy, someone's promoting, there's no history there, you got to research them, or something they say, just you really connect with them. There's a genuineness to them, and that's really what I focus on, is more personality than the I did John Carlton's whatever point list he has there to hit all those things, and that again is part of my personality. Some people that works really well for them. So
I'm moving away from the sales videos. I'm more into educating the customers. And since I started doing that, I'm busy. Like I said, I'm booked all the way through the end of October. So, I don't think I'm going back to pitch on a video. I'm just going to help people with what they need. So let me go back. Early you mentioned a secret, and I have a question here. What's a little known secret about video production?
The biggest secret between what the pros do and what people who are not professionals that use their iPhones for is your lighting. If you have sufficient light, you're going to have a much better picture than if you have low light. And that's why these guys bring in these lights, is because when you have a lot of light, you get a much sharper picture. Your camera doesn't have to make a lot of it doesn't have to make up for your not having enough light. The other thing is making sure you have nice, clear audio, and that you, like I said before, you can just have a $25 microphone, and that you get that up close and personal, and you have plenty of light. That really brings the difference between what the pros do and what you can do really close. So that's one of the positive things. One of the negative things is a lot of people think, well, I just shoot videos about content that I'm interested in, put them up online. If you don't do your research, if you're if you put out stuff that isn't, it's like 90% right. What happens is you can do the exact opposite effect. If people see a couple of your videos and the production quality is not there, they equate that production quality with your your authority in your area. It's kind of it's come to that point because there's so much video out there. You have to, yeah, up your game with your video quality too. Because if you don't, it's like, well, those other guys, they must have a video crew because theirs looks they're put together. This guy is recording on a webcam, and I can see his bed behind him, and it's a mess. It's like, what is up with that guy? So you can actually have the exact opposite effect if you are trying to put out a bunch of good videos. Your content might be really good, but then there's a disconnect between, wait, this guy is a professional, but why is his videos look like this?
Your audio sounds good. How's my audio?
It's pretty good. It's Macs actually have a really good microphone. Are you using the like a laptop?
Yes, I do
Yeah.
have a small condenser microphone, which I haven't noticed a big difference. I'm going to buy I have the AT2020 in my desktop.
Hmm.
I haven't used it with my new Mac. I bought a small condenser, but I noticed the difference in audio wasn't that significant that I have to carry. I feel I don't need to carry that microphone. Maybe I'm going to do some other tests in the near future in the other videos. Um, but I'm gonna buy the white one. It's called the Podcaster. No, the I can't remember. It's about $350.
Hmm.
How much did that headphone cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I actually like to get things that are refurbished from the factory. This one is a $120 Sennheiser set,
Okay.
and I got it for about $68.
The one
Um,
that the one I
yeah.
used to use, it was the Logitech Clear Chat. I think it's still about $30, and it's pretty
Hmm.
good. But
Hmm.
like you said, I don't like to have things around me. I know you. Even though that you have them today, you don't like to use them. It just for if you didn't know, now you know. I cornered Matthew today. He wasn't expecting to be on video, so he's like he was mad at me, I guess. Um, audio. You mentioned audio. Like you said that Macs have a nice microphone. If a person needs to buy a audio for their iPhone, Android, what's the cheapest they can buy right now?
Yeah, Audio Technica has a little clip-on microphone, about $25. I forgot the model name on it. It's the I don't want to give the wrong name, but I think it's the 35S.
I
I
will
want to
put the link
say.
below. I will put the link below.
Yeah, yeah.
I have two of those. I have one still brand new. I haven't used it. I haven't interviewed anybody that I require the second one, but I use it in my Play Touch and the new Kodak. Because the CIA is no longer
Yeah.
being sold, so I bought the Play Touch. Now on lights, you mentioned early lights is essential. I just happen to have I bought the construction
Hmm.
aluminum
The
cases.
utility lights.
Yeah, cases for like seven
Yeah.
dollars a piece. And if you didn't know, I know I have lights, but this is a dark room. My windows are closed. The lights is in the fan. They're really light. But I have two 200 watts
CFL or
CFL
compact
headlights.
fluorescent.
I think they cost about $8 a piece, $9 a piece in a tripod behind my laptop. So I have about, let's say, 18 and 14. I don't do public math, so about 20, $34 in lights right here, plus $15 on a tripod. So that's my setup right now. And I'm in a corner of my desk, whiteboard in the back. And but normally this room is dark. So and you said the light is good.
Yeah, the light's good.
So no excuses on the light, no excuses on audio, no excuses on video recording, no excuses on lights. What other excuses they have not to produce any videos?
I think maybe people just not wanting to be on camera. And I think that comes down to just doing a little bit of practicing of what is it you want to say. Once you know what you want to say, get in front of it. Figure that, like I said before, first 10 takes you're just going to scrap. The greatest thing is you have editorial control. You don't have to put anything out there that you don't like. So first 10 takes, you can just go through, erase them all. Let's start with number 11. At some point, get something out there. It's like, okay, there's my first video, and be proud of it.
Actually, I'm going to challenge anybody today. After for the a week after, I can't leave it open for all the time, but I'm going to challenge anybody that does a video and posts the link in the comments within the first week. I am going to give them an hour consultation. Just to throw something out. I wasn't thinking about it. I like to get people to take action, and if we can incentivize them, why not? But we talk about the lights. Microphones are not expensive, and if they have a smartphone, they have no excuse. But they might still be asking, how much is going to cost me? Because you and I know that the economy is not bad. It's just the news tells you that it's bad, so most people believe it. But it's still plenty business out there. It just for those people that are thinking, how much is going to cost me? Because most people still have that in their mind before they buy. They're afraid to buy for X, Y reason. How much is going to cost me? So let's get it out of the way. How much is going to cost them, in your opinion, to the simplest way possible? Let's say that option A, they do have a smartphone with a camera, and option B, they don't have a camera right now. So let's talk about option A. They do have a smartphone. How much is going to cost them to produce a video right now?
Sure. If you want to have a microphone, that's $25. A connector, $25, roughly around there. Your light kit right there is sufficient. You look great on there. That's, what do you say, about 35 bucks? Yeah. So really under $100. Okay. You can have professional looking results. If you have your own smartphone, iPad, what we talked about. You don't even need to have a microphone. You can actually be just close to your camera. So you can hold your camera out at arm's length and speak directly to it with a nice, clear, loud voice, and you can bypass the need for a microphone. You need a microphone when you're past arm's length.
Got you. And let's say that we are outside, we're doing a presentation, so the lights could be optional. So yep. In theory, or not theory, reality, if you have a smartphone, it doesn't cost you anything besides that phone and the service you're buying yourself, because you want to be able to upload it from your phone.
Yeah, that's the other thing is making sure that whatever camera you're using has Wi-Fi capabilities. That's going to save you a lot of time of downloading it to your computer, the rendering, and then uploading it to the web. You can just your video go right to YouTube, and YouTube is free too. So think about it's so different than it was just a few years ago. A few years ago you had to pay thousands of dollars to have a commercial made. Once it was done, you couldn't really change anything. For them to air it just locally would cost you thousands of dollars more, and you had no way to really track it. You could do some simple things for tracking, but it was really poor. Your results were poor and it was very expensive. Right now you can use your smartphone for free, upload to YouTube for free, connect with people who are looking for what you have for free, track everything for free. I mean, down to like what time people clicked on what link, how they got there, how long they watched, what point did they tune out, did they share it? And the other thing is you can share this with all of your social media networks, and there's ways on YouTube to have it automated.
And yes, I wasn't a huge fan of YouTube. I don't search, I don't look for videos. It's really rare. I do have a few people that I do follow, but if you have a business, you need to start uploading some videos. But yep. We cover option A, which is the one that you have a phone. If I don't have a phone and I'm not planning to buy another phone because I'm in a contract,
yep.
What I need to look for in a camera, what features should I look, and let's keep it the cheapest possible way, so people have no excuse not to buy a camera.
Cheapest possible ways, if you have, like right now, since Angel surprised me with this, I'm using the camera that was on my laptop. It's a very cheap camera, so that's just a part of my laptop. Otherwise, go out. You can order a webcam on Tiger Direct or Newegg.com, or go to Walmart or Target, and you can get a webcam that's HD for I think $40, $40, $50, and get a nice camera that's high definition. You can sit at your computer. And the other thing about webcams people don't really think about is you can actually point that webcam anywhere. You can put it on a tripod. You can use a rubber band to put it on a tripod, put your lights up, and you can have a set behind you. You don't have to be sitting at your computer. So that is the cheapest solution. If you don't want to get into a contract, the next thing I would say is there's the Sony Bloggie Live, which is the first flip type camera with Wi-Fi. So you can go direct to the web. Matter of fact, you can broadcast right from the Bloggie, which is really cool.
What's the name of
So
it? Sony?
Sony Bloggie Live. It's about $200. And then after that, you're going into like a iPod Touch, which is roughly $300. But then when you get into something like the iPod Touch, you have access to hundreds of video apps, video editors, video effects, different video cameras. One thing I know, someone asked a question of what camera should they use. Go ahead, if you have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, start with the standard camera that's on there. Once you're used to that and you want to play around with the settings, get Filmic Pro. It's $4. Excellent video camera. Has a lot of pro features on it, but it also, one of the big things is once you plug that microphone into it, you're going to be able to see the audio levels. You're going to see, oh, good, the microphone's working. That's because you don't want to do a great take and then you play it back and there's no audio, or it's too low, or there's too much noise behind you. So Filmic Pro is a good one. So you're looking at maximum, or minimum $35 for a camera, a webcam, and then in the high end $300 for a iPod Touch.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I pay about $80, maybe $70, $80 for on Amazon for my Play Touch on sale. I think it was like $180 or $200 regular price. I can't remember, but I really like it. And actually, I was looking to upgrade from the flips to something with a mic, and that was when I noticed the CIA was gone, so I bought that one. What type of videos business owners should be publishing today?
Well, I think one of the key things to have is, if you have a website, which I think everybody should have, is to have some kind of opt-in video or a lead capture video. That's one of the basics.
For those that don't know what is an opt-in, because you and I know we are in the market, but like I said, I was with a prior to starting recording the video, I mentioned to Matthew that I had a client today that he knows about his business, but he has no idea about technology. For those people, can you tell me what is an opt-in lead video, or a lead video for those that don't know exactly or are not creating a list right now?
Yeah, sure. So what a lead capture video would be is you come to a website and you have a personality, or even sometimes it can just be a little presentation, and it tells people, hey, we'd love to connect with you. We want to give you an offer, a free offer. Just enter your name and email address, sometimes just email address, and then they will get something sent to them in an email. Sometimes it's as soon as they hit enter, it takes them to a page where they can download a free report, a video series, anything of value. What you're doing is exchanging value for their email address. And that email address is going to allow you to continue to send them offers, to communicate to them any way you want to. And it's vital right now that you have an email list and you keep that database and connect with people. And so having an opt-in video or a lead capture video is just, you're telling people about an exchange of value. I think a lot of times people will put up the lead capture form. They'll say, enter your name and email address for updates. Well, there's no value there, or very little value for people. It's like, what update and what, are you going to send me some spam? So it's important for them to see that if I give you my email, I know it's going to be protected and that I'm going to get something of value immediately.
I recently changed the buttons to say get free updates.
Okay.
I'm testing that out. But above the form, I tell them that they're going to receive something, or in the video, I tell them that they're going to receive something in the other side, in the other page. But I recently changed the buttons and the description to free updates because I wanted to tell them that it was going to be a constant communication from me. I didn't want to give the impression, or I didn't want to give the impression that it was going to be a one-time deal. I was
Mm.
going to be communicating with them. So I just changed that like 3 4 days ago. So let's see. I will probably send you an email when if I get some updates that maybe more people opting into the list. Matthew, what is the biggest challenge you see people making when they first start producing videos for business or training or anything like that?
Yeah. I think the second thing they need to be doing is creating lots of really high quality content videos and putting them on YouTube. Um, because
Sorry, yeah, I move on to the next question, and I know we were talking. So let's go back. We were talking about the types of video. I apologize for that. I get excited. So we talk about a lead video, and what was the second one?
the second one is to create YouTube videos and a lot of high quality YouTube videos because what you're going to be known for is the quality of the content you provide. If people are learning from you, they're going to start seeing you as the go-to person for their answers. They're going to go to you for their services. So the reason I said before about your opt-in videos not saying just updates is because I'm not backpedaling here. The situation was a small business owner, and since they may not know you, and they have like a brick and mortar business. That's what I was saying is to give them something of value right there. With someone who is a blogger, someone who is a thought leader like yourself, someone who is a marketer. Definitely, it's like I want to know what Angel's doing next. What's this next thing he's going to teach me? So the updates make sense there. But the great thing about when you start doing your videos on putting them on YouTube, just really short videos, really to the point, saying, I'm answering a question that a lot of people have. Give your perspective, and then at the end, you say, visit my website, and then get that free offer that you have in your opt-in.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Sure.
I love to do this. Let's
Uh-oh.
say I have a computer store, and I'm going to do a YouTube video. I'm going to demonstrate XYZ. I don't want to sell. We're going to educate. This is going to be the easiest way for anybody to start. Let's say that you have a mouse. What would you do if you want to show, with your iPhone, you record that mouse? What would maybe you don't get the script perfect, or because we're winging it, like I said.
Yeah.
But what would be why should I record this, show the mouse and upload it to YouTube? Why should I record this particular product from my computer store? Because it really relates to any service or any company. It could be a car wash, it could be a plumber. Why should I record this specific product and upload it to YouTube?
That's a good question, and I want to make sure I answer it the right way. So what I'm understanding is someone has a computer store, and they're going to show one of the products they sell, which it happens to be that mouse. Yes. What I would do is I would start with either I would start with what people are looking for the most, because something that's kind of disheartening, run into this, other people run into this. When you start out, you make videos and then no one watches them. It's like, why? This is a great video. I spent an hour and a half on it. Why aren't people watching it? You need to kind of step away from what you want and you look at, well, what are they looking for? And just use keywords, like Google has a great keyword research. Basically, keyword research is what is it people are looking for on the internet? What are they searching on Google for? And so if you were in computer repair, or let's say computer sales, what's hot right now? You can even subscribe to people's blogs and they say, Dell is coming out with this amazing new tablet that we sell, we're going to sell. Get some video of that. Give them your feedback on why it's some of the coolest new benefits and the features on it, and then do it on that, because people are already going to be searching for that new tablet in this case, or the mouse, or what have you. And one thing you can do with your YouTube videos is you can put a location on it saying this was recorded in Las Vegas. Or this, for me, all my videos I say this is recorded in Madison, Wisconsin. So when people are around here and they're doing a search for video production, expert video production, iPhone video production, my videos are going to pop up on Google and YouTube because Google says, well, where's this person at? Let's give them results that are close to them. So even though I have a product that I sell all over the world, I also have trainings here in Madison. So I want to capture those um, local searches too.
You know,
So yeah, go ahead.
I just, I never thought about adding the location, and I never told a client to add the location, and that's such important piece of information right now. This is worth your training course by itself, because
Yeah.
I definitely will get if I tag my videos right now, I probably will get a new contract tomorrow. It's just because
Hmm.
people search for
Yep.
specific keywords when they're online. I'm sorry for interrupting, but this was so this information, this for me is such good information, and I'm telling you, if you're a business owner, if you're not doing this like I haven't, you need to start doing it right now.
Hmm.
You need to start tagging the location, because in search engine optimization, we are always talking about local and then nationwide, and what Matthew just said is just amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Um, So as far as starting out, you can do the video on your mouse or whatever. It may be like a higher profit margin for you. But if people aren't searching for that thing, then what happens is it's a great video for very few people will see. So um, if you can go off of what currently, like current events, people, what are they searching for right now? I know for a big thing for computer repair is what's the name of the big virus that's out right now? Because people are searching for that, and it's like I got to get this virus off my computer, and someone types it in. Oh, this local computer guy, he's got a video on it. Let me see how he got rid of it. And it's like I'm going to go back to that guy next time I have a virus on my computer. I'll just take it to him. I don't want to go through all the steps.
Exactly. I think I made it too easy for you. Let's let me ask you. Let's make a second example. The last one. Let's talk about a hotel. If I it's a services. We talk about a product, a computer store. So let's say a hotel. If I am going to, if it's a small hotel, and or even a big one, and the person in charge of marketing wants to start using the smart video to promote the area, what should I focus on?
What is it people come there for? Is it because there's seminars and there's conventions nearby? Is it because of the attractions locally? What are the benefits people are looking for? Tied into that, how many videos for medications we see on TV, and you see people dancing around and smiling. It's like I don't even know what medication that's for, but I want it because these people are having a great time, and it's selling that sizzle and not the steak. So you could show, okay, here's a I'm panning the room here. There's a room they can stay in. Here's the lobby. Those are important to have so people feel like they've been there before they go there. A lot of times, I think there's a lot of like organizations that people's like, well, you know I don't know what it's going to be like to go there. So what happens is you're breaking the ice by showing them a tour. So a tour is really one of the first things I would do. Also see the personality of the people who are there, talk about the care, talk about the personal service. Everybody wants things customized to them now. Everybody wants that extra service. And so just highlighting all of the stuff. I mean, you could do a brochure video, just go off the brochure of what you have. But what is it that you've gotten the most compliments on? What is it that people come there for? And highlight those things. And then tie it into local events. You could do something like if there's a big yearly event, like I'm going to be going by Sturgis, all right, where they have the big motorcycle rally. Well, one thing I would do is if I had a hotel there, I would tie into all the Sturgis, all the Harley stuff that's going on there, and that would be all my keywords. And if you could get some people who stay there, just have them say, "Excuse me, could you say something? Did you like to stay here? It's great," and just show people having fun. Show people there with their families, and obviously they have to get releases, but I think people sometimes think that there's a fixed format they have to do. Okay, lobby, pool, room, talk about how many rooms they have. And it just, look, the other thing is that you can do is look at some of the biggest name hotels. Like, Hilton or some of the resorts in Hawaii or something. What is it that they're doing? What is it they spent, $10,000 on having a crew come out in video, and they had a script writer write it? Play off of what the biggest names are doing, or people in your industry that are biggest, and what's working for them.
So, in a nutshell, to just recap of what you said, lead video, uh, demonstration, or product demo or services, or what they have. You mentioned testimonial. I want to get back to that one, but you say spy on your competition, or you didn't
Yeah.
actually say spy, but technically that's what it is. We're going to spy and we're going to leverage their big budget because they already pay
Yep.
maybe a huge marketing firm to research. So you don't want to copy exactly what they do, but you want to understand the format, or the flow, why they did things, and then duplicate their success in your own business.
Well, I know we both know Armin Morin. He calls it leapfrogging, because what you're doing is you're standing on the shoulders of giants, of the people who have the huge $100,000 or $1 million a year budgets for these big hotels, multi-million-dollar budgets. And it's like, okay, why are they using that language? Why do they use those words? It's because they know those are the buzzwords. Those are the words that connect with people. You can use those same words, and you can start where they have taken 20, 50, 100 years to get to. You can start right there. And that is one of the best ways to do it, is to leapfrog off of what other people are doing. For the longest time, I felt bad about that. It's like, I gotta create everything myself. I gotta do all my research. I gotta talk to each individual person I think this would be great for. I felt like, I'm spying. That's not fair. Well,
At first, I used to think the same way, but then I realized that you might pay a copywriter to do your own copy, or you might hire somebody else because he knows more about a specific area. So in a sense, you are leveraging from somebody that not only has a bigger budget than you, but knows more than you in a
yeah.
specific area, and you're just learning from them.
Mhm.
So when I stopped thinking about, yeah, I'm copying, because I realize that they know something that I don't, and they are in a position that I want to be, so I'm better start mimicking what they do.
Yeah, and obviously you have to put your own perspective into it, and you may disagree with some of the things they have. Some things are not going to apply, but overall, what is it that you feel is working with you, with them, by what's connecting with you when you watch it? How did it make you feel emotionally? Did you feel like, I want to go there? Did it make you feel like, I got to get that new Samsung tablet or whatever it is? Or did you just watch it and it was kind of like, it was just all information, there was no connection? So, and one of the things I tell people to do, which is kind of funny, is to watch good TV, watch good films, watch good commercials, and see what's really you're connecting with. Why did you connect with those characters on that TV show, or how did they shoot that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, be more aware of that, because now you're getting into video production. Kind of get a little bit more interested in it.
I'm gonna have to blip this area and mute Matthew because I tell my I'm coaching two guys on productivity. I don't like to call it time management, but to do things better. And I tell them not to watch TV. So but before we move into the next type of video, because you mentioned lead video, product demo, service demo, and you also mentioned testimonial, which I want to talk about that a little bit. I have people once in a while that the first thing that comes out of their mouth is that will not work. And it just came through my mind when you say spy on what your competition or the bigger brands are doing. I can see one of these person right off the bat saying that will not work in my area, or that will not work in my business. What would you tell to one of those, somebody that thinks that way?
The spy on the competition or the
To
testimonials?
try new things, to try something that they haven't done before.
Yeah, I would say that it's completely free. All you're spending is your time. If you have a smartphone, you can put videos up, and the thing is, some people think that once you put a video up on YouTube, all these people are going to see you. All these people are going to see your mistakes. It's like, you know what? It's actually not so easy to get people to watch your videos. There's things like, I spent a lot of time on these videos, and when I did my book, I didn't get it. So I did 26 videos in an entire day, and I didn't do my research, so very few people actually watch them. So it's harder to connect with people if you don't know what they want. But like I said, if you're not sure, try it. Marketing right now, especially with YouTube, is free. The equipment is you can start for free. There's no excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
So lead, product demo, service demo, testimonials. What can you say about testimonials, video testimonials?
The one thing you want your testimonials to do is you don't want to waste time by saying, "Oh, I love Dr. So and so," or they can say that, but you want the testimonials to answer specific questions, and those questions are, what are those frequently asked questions? What are the things that are the reservations from people buying your product or getting your service? Have other people answer them for you.
Why
And
should I record testimonials? Why should a owner, plumber, a computer owner, a hotel desk clerk, why should they record a testimonial on a smartphone before the client exits the store or the hotel?
Well, that's a good point to have it done right away because they're right there. You know that they're happy with the service they just told you. You say, "Hey, do you mind if I just capture this on video because this would really help out our business?" Or I'd like to get you a coffee. I've got a $5 gift card for Starbucks or whatever for people who do little videos here. I've got it all set up. Just take 1 minute. The other thing is to get that third party endorsement. Someone who is just Joe Smith off the street and he can help you make more sales because people trust someone who is not going to profit from making a sale. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. You do a testimonial for me, and I don't know your circle of influence. Now your circle of influence sees you, the people that don't know me, and now they're going to say, well, if Matthew likes that guy and trusts him and leave a testimonial, that guy must be good. Maybe I should go and buy a computer from that computer store, or should I stay in that hotel? That's a good one. So lead video, product demo, service demo, testimonials. What else? What other videos should business owner be publishing?
I would say this is probably the most daring for people, but is to do some type of sales video. It's not to just say that you exist, but ask for them to come into your store, ask for them to try out your service if you have a guarantee, if you have an online product, to ask them to buy the product. And there are, like we talked before, for sales videos, there are scripts you can do, there are frameworks, make sure you hit certain points. But a sales video, if you do have something to sell, which most businesses do, and their whole, the whole reason for a business is to generate income. At some point, you have to ask for the sale, and that might be something that, like one of the last videos that people want to make because it's like some people don't want to ask for a sale. Testimonials are huge. Have some kind of opt-in so you can communicate with people after they visit your site or after they leave your store. And then making a lot of YouTube videos. YouTube videos, they're free. They're coming up when people do searches on Yahoo and on Google because people want to see videos. They'd rather see you change a flat tire for your, for that automotive business you have than read about it on, eHow or whatever it is. So people want videos now. Video is becoming so huge. I think it's in 2 years, it's going to be 90% of the traffic on the internet is going to be video. And I think that's by bits, not by page views or something, because videos is literally they're huge files and stuff. But everything is going to video. And the other thing I'd like to say about the testimonials, would you trust a text testimonial where it says Joe Sullivan from Dallas, Texas, or would you see Joe Sullivan on camera saying, I just, went to Dr. So-and-so and he helped my back pain and I've had this back pain for 9 years, blah, blah, blah. And you can see the person, you can see their eyes, you can see their personality, you can see they're telling the truth. It is so much more powerful than something that is written. Even if it's handwritten and you do a photocopy of it and put it on your website, there's no comparison to having someone do a testimonial video for you.
That should be the next plugin we make. Push button, upload it to a specific playlist, and it automatically shows up in your website as a testimonial. No hard coding or nothing. I think it could sell. I think it could sell. Now, let's move on to the next question. What's the biggest challenge you see people have when they first start doing video production?
It's not the technology anymore. It's getting that first video live on YouTube or live on their website. Once you do your first one, once you see you've got a couple, you share it on Facebook and you have a few friends that like to say, "Hey, great job making your video." It all becomes easier. It's getting that first one up, and I see this time and time again. People are hemming and hawing. It's like, yeah, we know we're supposed to do video. It's like you got to get on the video bandwagon now. The tide is rising right now. If you want to ride it in, you need to start having a lot of YouTube channels on. Here's how I do this. Here's how I do that. Here's how I change a tire. Here's how I change the oil of my car. Here's how I check the transmission fluid. Here's how I you just if you have an auto shop, you answer all those questions people are searching for, and it's like this is the auto shop guy, and this guy's right in our town. I'm going to go to him. He's the answer guy, and he's got like 20,000 views on this video on how to change a flat tire. I'm going to go to him. He's the expert. And that costs you nothing but time, just a little bit of time.
He's the expert. What other advice can you give to somebody that is brand new into video, that maybe have done videos for fun but never for his business, and he wants to pull his iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, Android phone and start making his business better? He wants to increase sales or increase customer retention. What advice would you give to that type of business owner or marketer or manager?
Well, the one thing I'd recommend is you need to get some kind of training, because what you don't want to do is waste a lot of time making videos that either are poor quality, they don't put you in the right light or in the light as being an expert, or you end up losing credibility because of it. So I recommend that people get some kind of training. The training I do is very simple and to the point because I've made it for busy professionals. I didn't want to make one of those big bloated training courses where some of them are great, but 50 hours of training, I don't have time for that. That's like a part-time or full-time job to go through that. So what you need to do is you need to know how to do the things right, and it's like riding a bike. Once you know the settings, once you know how to put the lights up, once you know where to pin the microphone, you don't have to go back to those videos over and over again. But you need to know how to do it first to save yourself all the frustration. Because if you just go, searching here and there, trying to get little bits of how do I do that, how do I do this, it gets really frustrating. So,
like I said at the beginning, I like your training because it's chunky into, some videos are 2 minutes, and I think the longest one I watched, it was about 8 minutes. I think maybe a little bit longer. But I can sit down and watch. I can bookmark and can block and say I'm gonna block 30 minutes today. And I know these videos are this long. I'm gonna watch them, and tomorrow I watch something else. But I learned something today. I apply to my business, so that's what I like. And I know you didn't ask for the sale, but I'm gonna tell people to go, and I actually have a special. Put a link from my website. I'm gonna be. I give full disclaimer. It's gonna be my affiliate link, but I am going to give you the transcription for this video. And I'm gonna put a bonus. I mentioned early in our consultation. I'll probably put something else which you will find on the page. Just go and watch angelanderson.com/mobile video. angelanderson.com/mobile video. You're gonna check it out. I will tell you, you have to get. I don't. Go to my website, and you will not see one endorsement from nobody. Matthew Peters is my first endorsement, actually, besides the credit card company, and that's pretty much it. Credit card company and my phone company. I don't think I have endorsed anybody else. So I'm very picky to who I put my name on, and I value my reputation big time. I don't endorse anybody and everybody like other people you see out there doing. They just because they want a commission. I'm hoping I'm gonna get a sale. No, I'm hoping that you buy his product so you can take your business to the next level. Period. If I get a commission out of it, it's a bonus. But we are here to help you. So go ahead, visit. I'm gonna put the link below, angelanderson.com/mobile video. Now let's move on to the next question. What is the absolute easiest way to produce a video, a decent video, and I'm decent video right now?
If they do have a Wi-Fi device like an iPhone, the easiest way to do is use the standard camera application that comes with your phone. Hit record on it, start talking, and when you're done, hit stop. And then what you do is you find your video in your camera roll, or it's just basically when you go watch your videos, and then you trim the beginning and the end, and then you save it, upload it to YouTube. When you upload it to YouTube, it'll ask you to give a title and then a description of the video and then some keywords, just basically how do you want people to find this? What words would they be searching for? And when you just be a little bit picky about what you type in there, and so people find the video, and then you hit upload, and you're done.
So you're saying if you have a smartphone, not counting the length of the video, because if your video is, let's say that your video is 2 minutes long.
Yep.
So from pulling the phone out and editing and uploading to YouTube, we're talking less than 5 minutes?
Yeah, about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Your first time, maybe 5 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There is one other way. So one of the things I like to do is I like to just give thank you videos to people right here in front of my webcam. You can go to your YouTube channel. YouTube channels are free. You just sign up for an account, and you can have your webcam. You can record directly to the internet. You record directly to YouTube. When you're done, it'll just render, and like I did one that was 7 minutes, and it took like 30 seconds to render, and it was ready. It was live on the internet. It's crazy. And so what I did was I just went to the page where the video was, and I copied the link, and I sent it to the person.
You know, I was playing with my, I have a Samsung tablet. I love it. And I was playing with the YouTube videos today from using the front camera for thank you videos, actually. But I want to ask you, you do videos, thank you videos for each person, or you do, I don't want to put you in the spot, but I want to ask the question because I want to know. You and I know a marketer, which we are not going to say the name, there, but they always are in pairs. They always are together, and he has a script that he creates a generic thank you video for, like, he doesn't say name or gender or anything like that. I want to thank, he probably will say something like, I want to thank you for buying my product, but the script will add the name, like Matthew, to the page, and it will have your information at the bottom. Do you use personalized scripts, or do you create a video for each person?
No, it takes so little time. I just say, hey, thanks, Bob, for becoming the latest member of Mobile Video Ignition. And if there's any questions you have, if you need to contact me about anything, you can reach me at this email address or this phone number. At this point of my business, it is all about customer service. And one of the biggest, I get 2 compliments. One of them is my customer service, which is handled directly by me. And the other thing is the quality of the production. So I really think if you're gonna do a thank you video, no offense to the other guys, it's just this is how I do it. It takes me literally 2 minutes. I go to my YouTube channel, which is almost up all the time these days. I just go to record. I have my webcam saying hi to Bob, and it's just, I don't practice it or anything. It's just saying hi, and then I send him the link in his email. One of the things I recommend is if you're a marketer, even if you're making 10, 20 sales a day, this may sound silly, but if you're just starting out, say maybe making 5 sales a day, do something personal back, because no one does that. If you do a thank you video and you mention the person's name in it, it's like it was back, a few years ago, getting a handwritten letter. No one does it. If you do it, you're going to stand out so far that people are going to come back to you because you're going to stand out over every other product or service they have.
That's such a good advice. I want to ask you one more thing in the thank you videos before we move to the next one. When you publish them in YouTube or any other service, do you make those videos public, or are you sending them in a private mode so they are not available to everybody?
Yeah, I actually use the unlisted feature. If you go to private, you can do it that way, but what happens with the private feature is if you get their email address wrong, then they don't ever see it. So I put it in the unlisted. Someone would actually have to have the link to see it. Some people do it public, and what you can do is you can do public as well if you want to just people see your channels like, oh my gosh, this guy says thank you to everybody. I want to work with him. So you can work it different ways. The other thing is I name the video the person's name. So if you get an email from me, I said, "Hey, check out this video," and if you're in Gmail, it'll actually show you a frame from the video, and the thing his name is Angel Anderson. It's like, okay, it's got this guy's face on it, but it says Angel Anderson is the name of the video. You click on it. Why wouldn't you? You know?
It's something that I am going to start doing right now. It's such a simple act. You can do it even 5 minutes in the car, in your office, before you walking with your phone. You don't have to be in YouTube right now, but you can do it anywhere. It's like you said, not everybody's doing it. It's like getting a letter
Hmm.
back then, and we have to start doing more of the things that separate me and them, or
Yep.
your business and the other business. It's not about the price. I don't think it's never about the price. It's more about what I receive, what is the experience. So I think that's
Hmm.
a key tip right there. Wow. Location, thank you videos. I'm making money today. I'm making money today. Well, and I said me because I'm gonna take action, and our listeners, is they don't take action, they're losing money,
Yep.
because this is amazing. Now the next question is, what's your favorite video setup?
My favorite video setup. Well, I like to have a white background so it has that Apple commercial look. And what I do with that is I have my lights. I'll kind of do it like this. I have two lights out in front of me at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock positions. And then I have my wired mic. And I have, if I'm in a studio, I like to shoot on my iPad. So I run my wired mic right into my iPad, and that is on a tripod. So I have my lights on. I have a nice white background, and the thing I like about having a white background is there's no distractions. There's nothing there but white. So I've seen some videos where people have like wild posters and stuff, or they're in front of a window and people are walking back and forth, and I lose what the person's saying because I'm watching what's going on behind them. So that's my favorite setup. And I basically, other than the camera, everything's always set up all the time. So I have the lights on a power strip. I just push the power strip on. The lights are on and they warm up in about a minute or two. And I put my iPhone on, or my iPad, plug in my mic, turn it on, and I'm ready to go.
So your studio is always set up. Well, you're
Yeah.
a video guy, so your studio is always set up. I have to. I like these lights, and I like some of the tips that you gave on the setup, because this is actually my office, and my personal thing is I have to. I don't want to see anything. I gotta work on it clean,
Yep.
empty, no papers, no
Yep.
nothing. If not, I get distracted. I start getting I gotta look the other way, and I'm not mentally focused. So I don't have anything in my desk. And that's why at the beginning I told you that I'm moving just to the laptop, and it has increased my productivity. But um, for those that don't can't afford to have a video studio, what would be the ideal video setup that you would like to see? Like I said, I have two lights, and I probably spent $34 in the setup, and a tripod of $15. Actually, no, the tripod and the lights probably about $34. But
Mhm.
what would be the ideal setup that you would like to see if you're going to say, if you're going to be hired as a consulting for do a consulting in a small business, and what would be the minimum video setup studio that you would like to see? Not studio, video setup.
Mhm. Studio, a lot of times people think that it has to be something grand, and like you can just use a white wall behind you. I just happen to have a white backdrop. Well, you're going to need a tripod, and you're going to want to have something to connect your tripod to the camera, whatever it is. So they have different mounts for that. Mounts can be anywhere from $8 to $30, depending on where you get it for your iPhone or or whatever you have, because they don't have connectors. It's your iPhone doesn't have the threading for connecting directly to a tripod yet. So you need some sort of tripod and then that connector. Get a couple lights. You have the utility lights with the 200 watt compact fluorescent bulb. You want to get a daylight, which I believe is 5600 to 6500 degrees Kelvin. It's kind of a fancy thing, but you just want a daylight type bulb. What happens is if you use a daylight type bulb, then if you do have light spilling in from a window, you're not going to have blue on one side and orange on the other side because of the different color temperatures. It's all going to be pretty much the same color. Those are two major things you're going to want if you're going to start doing videos for other people. And then have at least one of those $25 microphones, the Audio-Technica. I think it's the 35S, I want to say.
Earlier you said that people should take training, and I have to stress that training is key. Before I took your new mobile video training, I used to, this is not the first video training I have taken. In the previous ones, I can't remember which one exactly. If not, I'll definitely say the name. They told me just get the utility lights and put a blue film on top. I can't remember the name, but it made the yellow light look white. But it was a more complex setup, and I like your approach to things. Is just simplify everything and just utility light, no film, no clips, no nothing else, just hanging there.
Yeah, and I don't know if everybody who is watching this has read the book, The 4 Hour Work Week, but a lot of times, especially with what I did in the past with doing professional video production, is there's so much fluff. And what you can do is start taking away parts that you don't need. For instance, I have let me just, like I said, I didn't know I was going to be on video here. I thought we were going to do a different type of setup here, but I'll just show you. I'm switching to this for a lot of my professional video production. So it's I think it's called a Gorilla Pod.
The Gorilla Pod.
Yeah, and so you can wrap it around things, but it also has magnetic feet. So if I'm in an office, I can set it on like a file cabinet, and it just locks on there. It's got 7 pounds of tension on or power or whatever, and then you can put it at angles, and this even has like a little pan arm so you can kind of adjust it to where you want it there. It's about $30, but the thing is, I literally, I'm not all that fancy. Even though I have all this background of use expensive cameras, this is my camera bag where I carry everything but my lights in. I can put my iPad in here, everything. This is a diaper bag. I've got 2 children, and hey,
Yes.
hey, why complicate things?
Yes.
And so I don't want people to feel like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to get the $1,600 light kit. I'm going to get the $2,000 camera. I'm going to get the $400 Sennheiser mic. No, if you're going to spend money on your videos, here's what I say: do the mobile video production like we're saying. If you want to spend more money, spend it on having other people do the after the recording stuff for you, outsourcing it.
Outsourcing. I want to ask you 2 more. Well, I want to say it's something, and then ask you why the iPad. But before you answer why the iPad, you mentioned customer service, and I'm going to give you a testimonial live.
Okay.
This surprised me a lot. I don't know if you recall, I purchased your stand, the one for the mobile, the smart device.
Oh yeah, the iPod tripod adapter.
Exactly. And after a while, I didn't get it. I just sent you an email, and you say, we forgot, we messed up. Here's the refund. I mail it today. And about 3 or 4 days after, I got the item on the mail. But you didn't have to refund it, but you refunded. That's something that you gain a customer for life, at least me. And it's such important thing, customer service. And when we're talking about videos and anything, period, it's marketing. Customer service is marketing.
Yep.
So you gain a customer help and a customer for life, period. No questions. That anything you need, I'm here for you. But I want to go back to the iPad. Why the iPad and not maybe not something smaller?
Yeah, there's a friend I have. His name is Michael Creasa, and he's that interview guy. And one of the things he told me is, I like the iPhone, but it's kind of like building a ship in a bottle because literally some of your movements, you're doing your editing like this.
Yeah.
Well, the iPad opens that all up, so you have that pro quality video, the HD video. Plus, you can also, when you're done with shooting that video, if you want to do something a little bit fancy but spend like 10 minutes on editing and stuff, you can bring it right into iMovie, which is like a $4 program. And they made it so simple. It's like drop in, it's like copy and paste, drop things in, move your, music files in if you want, put some text and titles in there. And you're seeing it on that nice big screen. I actually have it right here. I put mine in an armored case because I have children. But it's a nice big surface. You can move things around, and it's a lot easier than the iPhone. However, I use that in the studio. Everywhere else, I use my iPhone, and I don't even have the iPhone 4S. The iPhone 4 is good enough for what I do for all my production. And so the iPhone is like my mobile studio. The iPad is still mobile, but I use that right in my studio, and I put that up on my tripod stand, and it's really nice.
Early, we talk about mistakes that you see other people making when they first start. What was the biggest mistake you made when when you got started, or not even now during video production?
There's two things now that we've gone this far here. Is the first one is trying to be perfect. My background is when we did commercials for Miller Lite or when we did commercials for Harley Davidson, we literally had to make it perfect. I mean, it was ridiculous amount of production, getting everything tweaked in, or videotaping food. That food had to be steaming, it had to be, you want to eat it right off the TV screen. So that's what I came from. And now going to, I'm in the studio by myself, I felt like I had to do that again. And so don't feel like you have to be perfect. Be yourself, be your best self, and you need to know some of the techniques of how to look good on camera. The other thing is I held too much information in for too long. So I was like, well, if I give all the stuff away, I won't have anything left. And I said this to Brendan Burchard. I was like, why would I give all this stuff away? Because then I won't have anything to give to people. He said, you'll always have more. You don't worry about it. You'll always have more to give people, and they'll know you for giving your best stuff away. And that's what you're doing is you're putting out your best self. On my YouTube channel, I give away a lot of stuff that I could definitely charge for. This is stuff I researched, stuff I found. I just put it out there because, like, hey, I want people to know this stuff, know me for quality. They should know you for quality. So if there's things that people are paying you for right now in your service or your product, go ahead and give some of that stuff away. The funny thing is, even though they know how to do it, a lot of times they still want you to do it for them because, like, well, this definitely is the guy that knows how to do it. I'm just going to have him do it for me.
And then which it comes back to what you said earlier about outsourcing. You have the knowledge. Now nobody can take you for a fool, and you are gonna as a business owner, you might be concentrating in doing something else that makes you money while the video guy does what you told ask him
Yes.
to do. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Early you said research and give your best. How else I can make my video stand out from the crowd?
I think the fact that you answer questions people are asking is going to make you stand out, that you did your research, you're connecting with them. Giving people a call to action, basically saying what they should do next. A lot of times people will take the time to do a video and they don't ask the people to do anything next. So they're left like, okay, that was a good video. I like the guy, but what am I supposed to do next? And then, especially on YouTube, YouTube serves up all these different, relevant videos, and they get distracted by that. Well, to stand out, asking for them to do something next, and you're not doing anything. You're trying to manipulate people. They want to know more about you. Is it subscribe to your YouTube channel? Is it to visit your website so you can give them something else of value for free? And the other thing is that those, connecting with people. When people comment on your blog or on your YouTube channel, I do videos back to them. I'll say, hey, thanks, Brian, for that question. Here's the answer to your question. Then I'll give them a answer by capturing my screen and showing them what I did to do, to get those results. That personal touch, when people contact you, to recognize them. Most people don't recognize them. I'm too busy in my business to do that. Well, if you put customer service first, and that's what I do, the first 50 minutes of my day is customer service. So I start my day with customer service, then I go into 90 minutes of training and just learning more about my field. Then I go into content production and stuff. But customer service is first in my day.
Why customer service is first in your day?
Because
This is a personal question. As a productivity guy, I tell my students to don't go into reactive mode first thing in the morning,
Yep.
which is email, customer service, or phone calls. That's reactive. But
Yep.
I'm interested to know why. Obviously, you're a successful person, so I would like to know why you do customer service first thing in the morning.
Because it's my personality is I want to serve people, and I find that sometimes it gets to the end of the day and here my kids are coming home and I don't want to cut into their time. I'd rather cut off my producing content than not being able to connect with a person for another day. So I put it first, and then when people are either at work or in the morning, they're seeing me respond to them. It's one of those added values. It's a personal touch that I'm doing that a lot of people don't do. They'll outsource it, and I'm still at a point in my business that I can do this. At some point, in the near future, I'm not going to be able to handle everything myself just because of the number of requests I have. So, you know what I'm saying is sometimes you get a lot of requests and it's hard to handle, but especially for my members, it's really important to me to. It's not like, okay, made the sale. Well, okay, talk to the customer service or enter something in the help desk, and maybe I have an automated answer for you.
I don't believe in automated answers, but I do believe in a help desk just to track things, so I can have history. But
Yep.
I want to go back into what you said about the personal touch. I remember when you critiqued one of my sales letters, and you created a video that was amazing. And people that watch this video need to realize that it takes you longer to type an email than to record yourself. And
Yep.
the video shows way more than you type an email. Today I created a screener. I use a screener to teach a doctor or the doctor staff how to access the computer remotely.
Mm-hmm.
And I faxed instruction. I didn't put the passwords on the video. I faxed instructions. They call me, "I love you, Angel." So this client, that doctor has been my client on the monthly basis since 2003. And it's small things like that because of video that they keep coming back and they use services. So video is not only to sell, it's to help you in many, many, many ways. You say YouTube, you mentioned YouTube a lot. With that, well, let's transition to the next one because I can talk about the benefits of video all day long. And if you are not sold by now, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to jump on. I don't like to use this phrase, but I'm going to use it. You need to jump on the video bandwagon because you're going to be left out. And the video is not something like the gold rush that came and left. No, video is gonna stay for a long, long time. Now, the next question, and we are almost done. We're about 4 more questions I think I have here. The next question is, you're mentioning a lot YouTube videos, uploading to YouTube. Is there any other place that you recommend people to upload their videos, or just YouTube?
Here's my process right now. I shoot video and then I upload everything that I shoot to YouTube, even my screen captures. One of the reasons I do that is there are third-party softwares that will make my videos all playable on the internet. But what YouTube does is they have billions of dollars and they've invested in the best. They're called codecs. It's like decoding the video and coding it so it can play on any device. It's super high quality. It's the smallest file size they can. I'm just going to trust YouTube to encode all that stuff really well. It's super fast. They've got it incredibly fast. But once it's up on my YouTube channel or my YouTube site, I have other people work on it. So right now I have people who will transcribe my videos for me. They will download videos for me. They'll upload them to an Amazon S3 server. So Amazon S3 is everybody knows Amazon for having the online store. They also have storage, so it's like a big hard drive that you can upload your files to. And once they're there, you can kind of hide them from the public, and people who want to be in a membership site, they can access them, after they get into a paid area. And so that's what I do is there's some videos that I use as training. I put on YouTube. It's like, man, this is good stuff. I'm going to put this in, add this to my membership site. And so I have someone do that. The other thing is YouTube. The one kind of thing about YouTube everybody should be aware of is you don't own YouTube, your channel. So YouTube has as a free service, and it's free traffic, and it's a great platform, but you don't own it. So if for some reason they decide to turn off your channel, there's not really too much you can do about it. You got free traffic from it while it was there, but I always back up my videos. I back them up to either my local hard drive or to my Amazon S3 server. From YouTube, though, I can just give somebody a URL and say, hey, could you put an intro and outro on that? There's different things I'll have my outsourcers do. I just need to send them a link and say, do these 3 things to it. Matter of fact, I actually have a list of things now. I have a local guy here who helps, and then I have someone overseas that does other parts of it.
Right now, I render the video or export the video when I'm in my Mac. It's quite faster than PC, but what I'm doing right now, exporting the video twice. But what you say makes a lot of sense, especially if we're gonna have some help. But even if we don't have help, upload it to YouTube, let YouTube technology render the video, decode it, and encode it for playable on the web, and download it once you are logged on, because you can download it if you're the account owner.
Yep.
And upload it someplace else. If you have help, have somebody else back it up in another
Yep.
place. That's you just save me more time. Yep.
I really like efficiency, and when I see stuff that can be shortened, that's what I really kind of go for that. So
It's something, one question, and it might sound funny, but one question I get constantly is, Angel, do you have 14 people working for you? Do you have a clone? The clone question, I thought the guy was kidding. He was trying to make a joke, but he asked the question for a second time. And then I said, hey, Gary, are you sure you're asking me the right question? And then they're asking me, how come I can do this many things? And because of my schedule, and these tips that you're giving me is going to save me more time. And time is pressure. You said you want to cut time away from your family, which right now you're taking time away from your family, I'm sure. And I appreciate you giving me the time to speak with me today. That's the key here. We have a reason why we do things, and time with my family is important part. So anything that I can save and give back to something else that I really want to do, or where I want to be, is because, trust me, if I'm saving 30 minutes today, I am not going to give you those 30 minutes. I'm going to spend it with my kids. I am going to spend it. That's what I'm here for, my kids. And I'm just being upfront. I'm in love with my kids, and if I'm saving 30 minutes today, I'm not going to be working anything else tonight. I'll probably work on this video tonight, but I already blocked time for tomorrow. So I have about depending on how long I think I block about 50 minutes, but in reality it's going to take me less than 15 minutes to edit, just in case. But you mentioned something. I blocked more because I knew you were going to talk about intros and outros. Is that something that I'm new? And I think the first intro that I use is the one that you gave me. And I never created any. And since then, I've been looking around to see if I can, create my own. It's easier, maybe try 50 before I fall in love with one. And I think you have a video showing people how to create an intro and how easy to create. The outro is really easy. But I like the simplicity of the video, the intro you created for me, and the effect. Do you believe once the people get comfortable producing videos and uploading them, should we brand them or should we not care? That's not that important.
Yeah, if you're going to start having a YouTube strategy where you're making 10, 15, 20 videos over the course of several weeks, or even a course of a couple of days if you want to batch everything together, um, yeah, I would recommend someone do that for you. So what you can do is you can upload the videos to YouTube again, and the, YouTube actually has an editor. It's a very simple editor, but what you can do is you have that other file on your YouTube channel, which is your introduction, and you just grab it, put it at the end, the beginning of it, and have your outro, put it at the end of it, and render it, and now you have a video with an intro and outro. But the thing is, since it's on YouTube, you just have somebody else do that for you.
That's the secret you didn't want to say because I knew they had an editor, but I never thought about having somebody else adding those two files from within YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what some of your guys are doing right now because I know we can do it in maybe Camtasia or ScreenFlow or Adobe Premiere, but from YouTube, that easy? You're telling me that I can add my intros and outro from YouTube that easy?
Yeah, I have a YouTube video on how to do it.
I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to search for that one.
Okay.
That's I don't think
Yeah,
I've seen that one, but I'm gonna look for it tonight because
sure.
that's something that that's in my to-do list. Create some more intros and outros.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have talked a lot about video and why you should not waste your time and money doing anything else but getting Matthew's training, and you see how knowledgeable he is. I want to ask you before we conclude tonight, who are the people that have inspired you and why?
This is going to go back to the watching TV or don't watch TV sort of thing. I was a film major in college, and my first love is making films and characters and finding out what is it that connects with people. I really like the emotion of what music can do to inspire people. And so what I do is who I go to is not necessarily marketers as much as movies, as much as really good quality TV shows with good plots and stuff. Because if you think about your advertising campaign, it's almost, and I know there's other marketers that talk about this. Product launch guy,
Walker. Yes,
Walker,
yes.
Jeff Walker, he talks about is like it's a movie plot. And there is a lot to say about that. So one of the things that I'm doing is I rarely watch TV, but the thing is when I watch it's almost like I'm working because I'm saying, well, how are they doing this? Why do I like this character? What's unique about this? And that's where I get my inspiration from. As far as marketing, there's a lot of different marketers out there. The big names. There's Frank Kern is definitely the one. Is like, how does that guy do what he does? There's some people. It's just their charisma is so strong. It's hard to duplicate. So I think sometimes people attempt to be the big name marketers when it's not their personality, and people need to learn to be themselves. So for marketers out there that are following other internet marketers, just learning to be yourself and developing who you are and not trying to be somebody else. Yeah, inspiration. The other thing is with the 4-hour work week, I get so many emails from different offers. And like you said, having the clean desk, man, if I got clutter, it's reflective of what's going on in my mind too. So when I have a clean desk and I don't have when I have a clean inbox, that's when I'm the most productive. So there's people that I trust that know what I should be looking out for, and what they do is they forward things to me. Hey, did you know this new thing with the iPhone, or Samsung's got this new app, or whatever it is? They'll send me stuff, and I trust them, so they filtered it for me already. There's, I could go to a dozen websites, and I do from time to time find out what my competition is doing and what my associates are doing in vertical fields and stuff, seeing what's new. But that's during my education time and stuff. So I don't know if this answers your question, but yeah. So
I want to ask you something personal, and I don't mean to cross the line, but it's something that I have to ask you.
Okay.
Again, it's my personality, I guess. Do you cry when you see romantic movies?
Romantic movies, no. I
No.
think I think the emotional ones are the ones that
That's
I
what
think
I'm saying.
the
The emotional movies.
yeah, I think it's the just being completely honest, it's the one that people sacrifice. People sacrifice their position or whatever. It's that's where it's emotional for me. And I'm a sucker for really good music. It's like when they get the music that it just carries you through. That's I think that's what does it for me.
At least one
Yeah.
tear, not even one, not even one.
Oh,
I
let's see
get him.
here.
I get him.
Romantic movies, though.
No, I don't. I don't watch romantic movies, but um, it's a few. I don't want to, touch the subject on live video, but it's a few lines that what the heck, we're. It's the first time. I don't, if you people didn't know, but when I watch scenes when fathers and sons are together,
Sure.
it breaks my heart. People that know me from childhood, they know that my dad died when I was 2, and it was really tough for me growing up without a father. And my mom never remarried. She just worked hard to raise me and my sister. That's a long story, really short. And when I see those scenes, I get sentimental. I get a tear. I get a tear, and I look at my wife. And I'm like, "You're not feeling anything. You don't have a heart." But she gets upset. But that's yeah. Now I want to ask you. It have to. I'm obsessed. I'm not obsessed. Yes, I'm obsessed with removing non-value added steps
Yeah.
from system and processes. People call it productivity, whatever, call it whatever. I call it problem solving. So I remove non-value. When you said having a clean desk and inbox, it just don't. I'm releasing a product soon. Because I want to. This is the product that I didn't want to do any research, just because I see people having the issue, and it's about inbox. I see people having a cluttered inbox,
Mhm.
and they drive their day by email, and it drives me crazy. It's insane, and it's all about how you can increase your productivity and your output by controlling your inbox. But going back to basics, so
Mhm.
the first thing I tell people, just highlight everything, control delete, and delete everything. But no, in reality, it's inbox 101. It's not done yet. I will finish it next week. But
Mm.
it's one of those products that is coming from my heart. I want to help people. I'm gonna give it away for free. So I'm gonna give it away for free, and it's gonna be the front end for a coaching or a strategy session for productivity people that want to work with me one on one. But what you say when you say about the inbox being clean, it's something that I strive for every day. Just starting fresh every day. Use the calendar as much as possible to block my time, and that was key for me. That was key. Now, next question, and we are almost done. I know we block an hour, and we are way past the hour, but
Are we?
we're almost done right there. What you see is the next big trend on video.
Um, the Sony Bloggy Live is a camera that's kind of like the flip camera, but what they're doing is this came out several months ago. Is that the you can record the video while you're streaming it live over the internet via Wi-Fi, and I think going more live. And the other thing is recording direct to the web. So right now you can do that right onto YouTube with being on your laptop or your desktop computer. But there's applications even like
Ustream.
Ustream. Yep, Ustream. You can do that. And now even YouTube has their live feature with the G Plus. You're able to stream live for your web conferences and stuff like that. So more of a recording live, broadcasting live, and then there's a there's a rumor out about the iPhone 5 that is going to have on the iPhone right now. You have a standard definition camera or like a low quality camera that you can see yourself in, but the camera you want to use is the HD camera on the side. You can't see yourself. Well, there's talk that the next iPhone is going to have two HD cameras, which will be a game changer for us now that we'll be able to look at the camera, look at our screen of how we are look on camera and be in HD. So if they do that, that's going to be a huge advance for content creators.
What tools, resources you say that are essential today for video production?
Well, okay, let's just say you have your camera taken care of. One thing you touched on, and I touched on a little bit, we didn't really talk too much about, is screen capture, which is allowing you to do something on your computer and record what's going on your computer screen, and also capture your voice with a microphone. I use Snagit, which is a cross-platform. They have it for Mac and for Windows.
I think they integrated with something else now. I think I could be confusing it with another product, but I think they upgrade. They have a new version that is not called Snagit anymore. Or,
Yeah, it's Jing. They're discontinuing Jing,
okay,
and they
Jing
came
is
out
the
with
one.
yep.
Yes, yes.
And it allows you to capture your screen, and then you can either upload it to a private server or you can upload it directly to YouTube, and it's really high quality. So that's something I use to capture my screen. If you don't want to pay for that service and you want to just do a short one, like under 5 minutes, you can go to screener.com, and then it just is web based, and you can record your screen and send it to somebody, put it on YouTube, or send it to Facebook if you'd like.
Snagit is about $50, right?
Yes, you can get it at half price. I got a link for it. I think it's Jing Pro is the promo code. If you use Jing Pro, I believe that you can get it for 25. And obviously YouTube. You want to make sure you have YouTube. I wrote a couple of these down. I just want to make sure I get them for everyone here. YouTube, you need to set up your YouTube account as a professional account. So you don't want to be sharing your family videos with your business videos. So setting up a separate account. And then most people, I'd probably say, 60 to 80% of the channels out there, they haven't been set up. So they're not optimized for people to find them. They're not optimized for people to be able to find the videos on your site. So they're just kind of, you have a placeholder with a bunch of videos on it. Well, yeah, I teach people how to actually optimize your channel and to organize things so people can find your content. So having a professionally set up YouTube channel, that's just something people can do by watching a couple of videos. But really, there's not too much. If you're going to have an iPhone, get iMovie for iPhone is $4. You can make really nice quality videos. And then a couple sites. One site I tell people to really start using is Fiverr, Fiverr.com. There's some things in your business that are just taking too long, and a lot of times people are confused with video. Start typing in some video things that you're looking for. If it's video SEO or something, there's people that will do that for you for $5. And that's something I use from time to time as well.
Now, what would you say is the difference between your video training program and others in the market today?
I would say that one of the things I do is I break everything down into little chunks. There's one program that I got, I won't mention the name of it, it's about $2,000. And amazing content, great content. It was like going to college. Yes. I wouldn't take anything away from that. But for someone who is a full-time business owner and running a business, it just wasn't a good fit for them. For someone who is a online marketer or a video marketer, is perfect for them. So what I do is I said, okay, here's what people who own a business, here's what you need to know, and break it down to those things. And then there are other ancillary videos that will help people with other things they want to know, and people ask me questions about it. I put those videos in there too. But really, there's the videos I have in there. You can just piece out saying, okay, I just need to know how to do this thing with the lights. I need to know how to do an interview quick. You can just go right to that video, and it's a 5-minute video on how to do it. So I cut everything down and do it the 4-hour work week way, or just the shortcut way.
And I will tell you, I mentioned it earlier in our conversation. That's one of the things I like the most. And if you're talking about the cost video, not the cost in a bad word, but the person that said, hey, cost, that video training program, I bought it. I bought it in the last launch, and I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the training. It was too much. I don't care about history. I don't care about, just tell me what I need to do. Maybe if I care why later, but I need to do things this way and help me get to the next level in the shortest period of time. I know it's not a magic button. I know it's not a super software that is going to make things happen for me. I need to do some things, but my time is pressured. I don't want to watch 51-hour videos because it's just 40 minutes are fluff and the other 20 are actual doing things, breaking down. But I like how you break things down. You take your time and the videos are short, and that was a sell for me. That was like, yes, any other training program you produce, I'm buying.
I think that just go off of that. If people calculate what their time is worth right now, if you're making $20 an hour, $50 an hour, $500 an hour with your consulting, and you have to spend that in training, it's those programs become exponentially more expensive just because of your time. So that's why I said, okay, what do I need to cut out of this and just go right to the teaching them the technology so the technology is not an issue anymore.
Yes. Now we are at the end. Before we conclude, I want to ask you two questions that are in the website. Let me
Okay.
bring the site up, and I'm going to scroll here. One of them is from Michael. He said, "Is the best it is best to shoot video on the iPhone with a native video app, or should I use a third-party application for iOS?"
Yeah, that's a good question. And what I would say is to start out, if you're already familiar with the standard application that comes with the iPhone and the iPad and iPod, go ahead and use that. If you're ready for the next thing, I would go right to Filmic Pro. And again, it's $4 and it does amazing things. The other cool thing is when you're done with your video, you can upload it to I think like 5 or 6 different websites. It's a great program.
And the last question was from Kevin. He said, "How can I simplify the video process as much as possible?"
Yep. If you want to do less than high definition for right now, and that's going to change in a few months, I'm sure, go right to your YouTube channel, use your webcam, record right to YouTube, and then share that link or just make it public. The other way is if you use an iPhone, shoot with your iPhone. Try to do it all in one take so there's no editing. Trim the ends, then upload it to YouTube as public. That's the shortest.
That's the shortest. But you said with Filmic Pro, you can upload to a few other places, including FTP, your own site, so your
Yeah,
outsources can embed it to your website. Okay,
that's
so
right.
we are at the end. We are getting to the end, and when I want to answer the question that I asked at the beginning, which is when you need to know how to create stunning videos for your business, for your website, for your clients, who you turn to. And if you don't know the answer by now, you haven't been paying attention, because it's Matthew Peters. He's the guy. You need to go and check out angelanderson.com/mobile video. And I am going to give you a few extra bonuses just for using my affiliate link, of course. But if not, you can go directly to his website, which is mobilevideoignition.com. Correct?
That's right.
mobilevideoignition.com. But if you want to help me out so I can help you out with more content, angelanderson.com/mobile video. Now, what is the first thing you will recommend the people that are watching this video or listening to us in audio to do right after they finish today? Right at the end, what is the first thing you recommend our listeners to do today?
I would recommend that people just take out their iPhone, their iPod, whatever they have to record on. Just record something really quick, even if it's just like, "Hi, my name is so and so, and this my business name is this, my website name is this." Hit stop, upload it, and send it to you, so you can give them some feedback.
You know
I think
what?
that'd be great.
Yeah, that's part of the challenge. Go ahead, upload a video. Use your smart device, your iPad. If you don't have one, use your webcam. But if you do have a smart device, do yourself a favor. Start using it. Record yourself. Say, "Hi, this is my business name. I'm located in this state or this address." Whatever you want to say. I do this. Upload it to YouTube. Post the link on the comments. You will get the transcription, really nice format, in a book style, because I'm going to take the time to edit it, and 1 hour Skype or GoToMeeting consultation with me. I will help you anything you need, regardless if this is video or productivity. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to reward you for taking action, for taking the first step to record a video, upload it, and taking action. And post the link into the comments below here. So, what final words of wisdom you would like to pass to everyone who's listening today?
I think I've said it a couple of times that you just need to start shooting some video. You need to get some video up on YouTube. And the other thing is get some feedback, because you want to make sure that people in your industry, other than friends and family who are going to say, hey, everything's great, get some feedback from people who are in the industry and say, well, what do you think? And just be open to some comments back, but accept yourself as not being perfect. Don't go for perfect. Don't think you're going to be just like some of the newscasters and your hair's going to be perfect and everything. Just start shooting. And once you start shooting, you realize how easy it is, and you realize that you can do it anywhere at any time. There's actually one guy who purchased my course. He is in the outback of Australia, and he uses a special antenna. I don't know how he does it, but he'll upload his videos. I don't know if it's by satellite or what. So it's crazy. But he literally anywhere you can shoot this stuff. If it's the speed of ideas, it's the speed to market of your ideas. Now you can have your smartphone with you wherever you are, and shoot and upload your ideas, and now it's available to the world. Every connected device on the planet for free. That's amazing.
Talking about ideas, the speed of ideas, I get most of my ideas as soon as I jump in the shower. I don't know, as soon as the water touches my head,
Yep.
I'm calling my wife, and I think I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna no write up, buy this waterproof notepad. But if I could produce, I don't know if anybody wants to see me in the shower, but maybe just to take notes. But yeah, I was thinking, it would be cool. Maybe I can just do a headshot and hey, nah, just joking, just joking. Well, my friends, you need to check out Matthew Peters' training, mobile video training. Again, you can check it out via angelanderson.com/mobile video. He has actually 5 freebies for you. A 18-page mobile video guide that you can have for free right now, and 4 training videos. You will not regret it. You will thank me later. I guarantee it. The material is awesome. So go ahead, go angelanderson.com/mobile video and claim your 18-page mobile video guide, your 4 videos, plus all the extra bonuses I'm going to be giving you. You're going to find them on the website. And we have reached the end. And I can thank enough Matthew for spending time with us. And I know you're taking time. It's late where you are right now. Right now it's about 9 here, so it's about 11 over there.
Yep.
So I don't want to cut. I don't want to take any more of your time. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Angel. It was great, and it was a great honor to be endorsed by you. I didn't know that you didn't endorse many people, so this is a great honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matthew, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Alrighty, bye bye.